This week's episode of Good Morning Cortland is brought to you by Funflix Indoor and Outdoor Movies. They bring the drive-in experience to you. Visit funflix.com to reserve your event today. Hey guys, it's time for this week's episode of Good Morning Cortland, where we recap the week's top stories. Cortland Common Council voted Tuesday night to discontinue healthcare benefits for future city council members. In a narrow 4-3 vote, council members voted in favor of discontinuing benefits for future city council members who are elected. City employees and council members previously had the option of getting health insurance from the city that covers both medical and prescription drug costs. Advocates for getting rid of the healthcare said it is a cost-saving measure for the city. A local company has announced it will no longer be in the business of selling sport utility vehicles. The CNY family of dealerships, which operates CNY Farm Supply, CNY Power Equipment, self-storage, and rentals and sales, will begin liquidating its remaining inventory of assets related to motorcycles, dirt bikes, and snowmobiles beginning this summer. The family released a statement this week that said CNY Farm Supply will continue doing business. They said, quote, "We are not closing the doors and will remain open and doing business on regular hours." A SUNY Cortland student was charged with vehicular manslaughter and DWI in a crash that killed a SUNY Cortland student last week in the town of Dryden. 21-year-old Annabelle Liz of Brooklyn was driving drunk early Wednesday morning with fellow SUNY Cortland student Glennis Alondra Cordero as her passenger. Police say Liz drove off the side of Livermore Road in Dryden and struck a tree. Cordero was killed in the crash while Liz suffered non-life-threatening injuries. A vigil was held on campus last week for Cordero, who is well known on the TC3 campus as well as the SUNY Cortland campus for her love of photography and graphic design. And for this week's Community Spotlight, I visited Tompkins Cortland Community College for their annual commencement ceremony and spoke with students about their plans for the future. Hey guys, I'm down here at Tompkins Cortland Community College for their 50th annual commencement ceremony, and we're talking to some people about what brought them here tonight. And I'm here with one of TC3's employees. Can I get your name?
Cheyenne Gorton.
And Cheyenne, what do you do on campus?
I am the interim assistant director of student activities.
So what brings you here to tonight's ceremony?
So the biggest reason that I like coming to commencement, I'm actually an alum of TC3, so coming back to this kind of brings back some memories for me. And I know a lot of the students that are graduating, so it's exciting to see them wrap up the end of the semester, move on to the next chapters of their lives.
Can I get your name, sir?
Daniel Ruggiero.
And Daniel, what brings you to tonight's commencement ceremony?
I am graduating through TC3 through Cortland High School's concurrent enrollment program.
What did you think of your experience with that program?
Oh, it was honestly great. It definitely was a challenging course selection, definitely pushed me to do tough things, so I'm very thankful for it.
So you don't see this every day. We have two family members who are graduating. Tell us both your names and your relation to each other.
Elaine Walker, grandmother.
I'm Kara Perkins, and this is my grandma.
So how did it come to be that you both ended up enrolling at TC3 at the same time?
Well, I started with a paralegal degree, and she worked through the high school to get her degree.
Are you part of the College Now program?
Yes, I did college now, starting kind of in 11th grade, but kind of all throughout high school.
And so what do you both plan on doing with your degrees after the ceremonies are over here?
I'm going to try to go to work.
I'm going to Florida Institute of Technology to study aerospace engineering.
That's great. Thank you so much for being on camera. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, that does it for this week's episode. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notified when a new episode gets posted. Visit our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for updates on what's happening in the Cortland community. And as always, visit cortlandvoice.com for the latest top stories. We'll see you next week.